All right. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm Nerbomatic, and this is part 5, I think, of our Resident Evil 2 Remake Leon A playthrough on standard difficulty. And we are, of course, in the nest. This might be our final video. Kind of depends on how long it's going to take me to work through here. But this is certainly the last area in the game to explore. Looks like we did find a little map showing something. And I know that we need to go into the cafeteria here through the kitchen and back into this little nap room where, according to this, I guess we can't look at that again. According to the computer, there was an employee that used the nap room. Yeah, we can't get through this door here.
Authorized staff only beyond this point. Guests
So,
must refrain from entering.
let's head back here. Alright. Oh, you can already see there's somebody up and about in there. I think we're okay with the handgun. Let's see.
Our unit is designed for the nutrition and needs using our latest biological research.
Stuck?
Please enjoy
Okay,
our
fine.
tasty selection of healthy foods.
Hello. Alright. I'm sure there's some more things down there. Oh, we missed a fuel canister. We could still get that. Not sure how much we might need it.
Shit.
No lucky headshots, huh? I mean, I do feel like I want that fuel, so it's a bit of an issue. So we got here knife. Always good to have.
What the hell?
Okay, that's good. I know you're over there.
Son of a bitch.
Come on around. Don't think that hit. All right. Anyway, we'll deal with them if we need to. But for now, yep. Okay. Some steel boy, lovely. Always good to have. Regulator for the flamethrower. I'm sure that's good. Not okay. We need the control. I don't know. I don't know what that thing is, but we need it.
This
Electronic chip.
might come in handy.
And that is what we needed in here. Okay. And what does this do? Regulator for the flamethrower. Custom part for the flamethrower restricts liquid fuel and compressed gas usage, making it possible to fire much longer. Well, I'm going to assume that's a good thing that we want to have available. Okay, and I do want that fuel.
What the?
That one's still busy munching away, huh? Okay, that's everything in there. Sweet. Alright, so we're done in here. Got the thing we need to proceed further into the nest. And we'll hit the box here.
Is urgently requested by Chief Cartwright in the east.
Good to be needed. Let's go ahead and do that there. And we'll store this and the fuel for the time being. Got quite a bit of that fuel. Debating about whether or not we want to take that with us in the near future here. Put these away.
Area.
I think that's fine for now. In fact, I don't think we need this. I'm really debating about taking this. Let's just do it. I think we'll make use of it. Coming up here soon. What you got, my man? Special Forces recording. Alpha to Ghost. Target moving to the west area. Must be going to retrieve the G-Virus and antiviral agent. This is Ghost. Understood. Rendezvous at Point Whiskey 3. Roger. This is Alpha. Arrived at destination. Understood. Stand by for target. This is Alpha. I've got eyes on the target. He's going to open the safe. Roger. Waiting the signal. Got eyes on the G-Virus. We're going in. Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us. Quietly. Yeah, sounds like...
is in the west area. Got it.
Sounds like that didn't go well. Alright. Now our level 2 access gives us access to, I think, the east area. Doesn't look like there's anything out here, really. Okay, we gotta use the platform here. Alright. Going deeper into the stuff. What have we got here? Anything? Nothing? Seems that there's something here somewhere that we're missing. Either way, just move along. This old place. And the time that I'm playing this, there's been a patch. I'm assuming there's been a patch that introduces proper ray tracing. But in this room, prior to that, with what is it, reflection, screen surface reflection on, scene surface reflection. I don't know what it's called. But with one of the settings on, this room looked absolutely terrible. So fortunately, that has been fixed, because it was really just extremely unpleasant on the eyes prior to that. Everything there is looking fine. Alright, so this door here is locked from the other side. There's only one direction to proceed. And there is a higher clearance level wristband there.
What happened here?
Yeah, it's some pretty weird looking stuff that they got going on there. What else we got here? This requires that level 3 access.
For computer access.
Not sure what that will do for us exactly, but... And got some weird plant stuff going on. That makes them dead. Okay, now they're done.
Jesus.
A little bit reminiscent of The Thing, I suppose. Could be some other...
Bastard.
Come on, burn up, damn it.
I can do this.
There we go. Another one down. Pretty sure that them flaming up like that means they're down for the count. Sure, I'll take that. Why not? I could theoretically save a lot of time here if I could remember these inputs, but I don't. Yep. Don't recall at all. So we'll have to find those inputs further in.
Dispensing solution now.
Dispersal cartridge. Definitely going to need that. So the thing we need is over there, but we won't be able to get it even if we can get over there, because we need to use this dispersal cartridge to disperse a chemical solution to get these plants under control. So there's some more of these weird plant zombies. Watch my back a bit. Come on, flare up. Show me you're dead for good. Okay, that one's done. This one's done. So, I suppose those are the only two in here for now. I know there will be more. Okay, here's our first code. It's like a... I'm gonna take a picture of this with my phone. Oh.
What the?
Settle down, Leon. It's under control. Alright, that one is in fact done. The red herb. Okay, well, we don't... Wait, can we go in here? Oh, we can go in here. Great. What do we got? Some gunpowder, always welcome. Another grenade. Oh my gosh, we're getting all booked up inventory-wise. Herbicide synthesis. Plant 43 herbicide synthesis. 1. Place an empty cartridge into the solution dispenser. 2. Add the required amount of UMB number 21. 3. Cool immediately. Plant 43 exhibits astounding growth. If something unfortunate were to occur, it may be hard to control. In the event of an unforeseen incident, manufacture the herbicide using the instructions above in order to minimize damage. Okay. So we'll, oh, we need... only have a partial code here. Well, that's not quite enough data. So we'll have to come back for that. I'm gonna... making it sound like there's some active plant zombies in there. Alright, let me check my phone here. It's so annoying I can't just use my mouse to click on these. Anyhow, oh, that's wrong. Whoopsie. That, this, that. Okay, and that will open the hatch. Oop, no, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run back to the box and drop off some things. Feels like a little bit of a wasted trip, but... there's a lot of things to grab. Definitely makes a huge difference here if you can remember these codes. You can be much more efficient, let's say. We'll keep that. I think I'm going to drop the flamethrower for now. Yeah, got a lot of grenades. Yeah, I'm going to take a grenade with me. And I'm thinking about making some more gunpowder. Or making some more handgun ammo, but... yeah, we'll make a decision on that in a bit here. Alright. So, let's get making some progress again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these ones are all burnt up and they're not going to be an issue for us as we maneuver back through this area. I know there are still a few more of these plant zombies, or at least there will be in a bit, but we'll deal with that as they come. Alright, we got something here. Map of the lab east area. So we're going over here. There's some stuff in the lounge. There's also an item in here that has the code that we'll need to access the plant mixture. And what else? Well, there'll be some enemies for sure. I think up these stairs, here in this room at B1, which is just on the other side of the save room that we went back to just now, we can unlock this door, and there's an item here that we can use to unlock some other doors. Another gunpowder large. So we'll certainly have some enemies to clear out in here. We'll have to I don't think we can get in here. We have to apply power. Yeah, there's no electricity for this door at the moment. Or any of the other doors in here, I believe. Alright. Let's wake the dead. Oop.
God damn it.
My aim. What is wrong with my aim?
Bastard.
Alright, I'm assuming they're down. Some more steel boy. Lovely, lovely steel boy. So this here has a code that we need. I'm going to take a picture of this as well. Okay. I suppose we can use that somewhere else. Thought that was just for the information. So yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but we need a device to use on that. So I think we'll have some old friends. There we are. Guys done? Okay, well, that's them done. Ah, and we got this cleared out pretty much. So we'll open that door as well in a bit. Be ready to deal with some more threats in a second here. Whoops, I didn't mean to turn around like that. This is actually going extremely well. Oh, good fortune. Okay. Let's just make sure. Assuming they're done. So, I believe I've heard that if you get grabbed on the stairs, you can't use a defensive weapon to protect yourself. Don't know how true that is. Really mocking my marksmanship right now, I feel. Okay, believe they are down. Some more fancy gunpowder. What do we got here? Okay, another box. Handgun. Somebody's note. Everybody's turned. Vegified. They keep coming back. Again and again. Burn them all. Burn them until their whole body is black as ash. There's no other way. Good to know. So this here is the item that we require, signal modulator. An electronic tool used for equipment maintenance. Alright, so, okay, yeah, we can use Q and E to switch between these top selections, and then we can use dials. We got to match the yellow lines there. And we have to do that independently for each thing. So I don't know if it's to our benefit to unlock this or what. Alright, store this. I'm going to take out a large gunpowder. I don't think we need this. I'm going to take the flamethrower out, and I'm going to refill it. Well, we'll just put this one in it. Okay. I'm going to do this a little bit backwards. I'm going to come down this way. And restore the power on this lower level. So Murph is what we need to set our modulator to. Okay. There we go. That's ready. And there we go. Got power back here. So we got another storage room. Some more Magnum. More flamer fuel. Another knife. And that is everything here in the server room. We're going to store this. Store that knife. Store the high-grade gunpowder. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with the way things are going at the moment. Come on, Leon. What are you doing? Alright. So is there any more guys here at the moment? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll input that code. Check my phone. So we've got that thing. Not sure which one this is. I guess it's this one. And then this here. And that. Okay. That gives us access to the dispenser. Alright, so I have to put in the dispersal canister.
Manual mode engaged.
Now, if I remember
Adjust
right,
amount of solution to match cartridge capacity.
this is red, green, blue until you get the right amount. Okay, there you go. That's pretty simple. Okay, and that's everything here in the drug testing lab. And we can now get into the low temp testing lab. That's where we're going to have to go to cool things. So we'll go ahead and proceed this direction. And this should be all pretty straightforward from this point. But we're going to have a visit from an old friend after we use the dispersal cartridge. So we'll have to duck and dodge. I'm kind of tempted to run back to the...
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have 5 new messages.
Oh, what the hell?
She's got one tough face. Alright. Reckon she's down for good. So it said I have new messages. Wayne Lee's inbox. Yep, that's me, Wayne Lee. Sender, Rick Mendoza. Subject, what's he up to? Can you believe that bastard Cartwright? Cool your jets, a-hole. Well, I guess he is the boss. For now. Anyway, have you seen my helix anywhere? I put the secret on the bottom. Let me know if you find it. Sender, Byron Cartwright. Subject, busy guy, huh? So, you couldn't make our little meeting. Fine, don't worry about the greenhouse inspection. Instead, I'll give you something real simple to do. Put together the budget estimate for the year after next, and get it done tonight. Sender, Rick Mendoza. Subject, are you alive? We're under attack. People are dead. The east area is cut off. We can't operate the bridge with the wristbands we have here. Where is that bastard Cartwright hiding? Sender, Rick Mendoza. Subject, please reply. Plant 43 is going wild. The greenhouse is hell. We need to send someone in there before it's too late. Wayne, how do we stop this thing? You have to help us. Please reply. Rick Mendoza, subject none. Do you remember Susie, the cheerleader? What a great gal. We were both into her. Of course, she wasn't into nerds. Whoa, speak for yourself, bro. I still have to give you back those comics and games I borrowed, but might have to wait a while. Yeah, that sounds like a sad story. Alright. I guess we can just tromp up in here.
Ugh. Who left the freezer open?
You just climbed into a freezer, man. Isn't that obvious? Okay, oh, this thing is done. It's weird. I guess we just use that. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, we are refrigerating the chemical mixture we made for the dispersal.
In progress.
And my coffee's all gone. Sad state of affairs. And that thing works fast. Alright, we have our herbicide mixed and ready to go. We can get rid of the helix.
Complete.
Some standard gunpowder. Okay, guess that's all the stuff that there is in here. All right, now I actually want to go. Okay, yeah. I want to go back here to the nap room. Might be a ways out of the way, so to speak, but I want to go get whatever it is that's in there. Now that we have the signal modulator, we can go and get that. Might be a little silly, might be out of the way.
I can do this. What? Fucking hell.
I just want to do it right now while Mr. X isn't chasing us around. So, yep. I'll probably just cut out all this traveling, so see you when we get there. Alright, now we're just about back into the nap room. I'm pretty sure everything here is dead. Well, everything that's out here right now is dead. So we need MUF on our modulator. There we go. Okay. All set up for that. Let's plop this in. I think Wayne Lee is gonna be reanimated here. Sorry, Wayne. Do you have a little note here? Dear God, blood everywhere. What the hell's happening? They're dead. All dead. It was those men in black. USS. Headquarters Special Forces. But why? Isn't their job to protect us? White brains in a sea of red. This can't be happening. Dear God, why? Didn't everybody say I was a genius? A genius like me can't die in a place like this. I always got results. They're screwing me? Well, maybe I'll screw them. I'll win the Nobel. I'm a hero. A genius. A god. I will not die. I guess he died. Unfortunate. And there was a little raccoon guy there. I have not found all those yet. But, yeah, work's done here. I could have easily just ran past Dr. Lee and saved my shotgun ammo, but whatever. I think it's fine. Alright, so I'll see you back over. We need to go to... yeah, the greenhouse control room and disperse our herbicide. So I'll see you when we get back there. Alright, here we are back in the greenhouse control room. We're going to disperse our herbicide. Probably should have dropped off that gunpowder, but that's fine.
Dispensing solution now.
Plant 43 doesn't like it. No, sir. Alright, there's our security access. And there's going to be some more
Warning.
creepy
You
plant
have
guys.
dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions
Here's
have
one.
been logged, and you will
Alright, that one's done. Now, I don't think that's the only one. I think there's at least one more that will drop down after we grab this. Also, we'll have a surprise visit from our old buddy, Mr. X. We'll go ahead and plop that in our wristband. And there he is.
Him again?
So we shouldn't really need to worry about him, I don't think. Yeah, there was another plant guy walking around out there, but he was a non-issue. I'm gonna hit this storage box real quick. Drop off this gunpowder. Debating about whether or not I want to bother with the flamethrower at this point. Just keep it with me for now. Alright, so now we can head on to the west area. I don't believe there's anything else in the north area or east area that we need to be concerned with. So we are well on our way to wrapping things up here.
Hopefully the G sample's up here.
Yep. Gotta get that G sample. You know, Ada wants it, so we should get it for her. It's because she's our friend, right? Got another cassette here. Operation Nest Wrecker 1. Digital video cassette retrieved from the corpse of a special ops soldier. So isn't this inherently not digital? Isn't this analog? Am I mistaken? Another grenade. Good to have. Okay, yeah, we need to restore power here as well. I don't know that there's any threats here. OSS, okay. There we go. Set for OSS. Plop it in. And that was the last we needed of the signal modulator, so we can discard that. Oh, we have a cassette player here. How convenient. Alright, let's watch the video.
Got eyes on the G-Virus. We're going in.
That transcript we found earlier was describing this video.
Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us quietly.
You think I didn't know you were coming? This is my life's work. I'm not handing over anything.
We have our orders, Dr. Birkin. I'll ask you one more time. Stop! Hold your fire! What the fuck were you thinking? Our orders were to bring him in alive.
God damn it, Martinez. Idiot.
We're in, sir. But we had a snafu. Target resisted. We had to take him out. That's correct, sir. Roger that. Just the samples, then.
And Umbrella Special Services doesn't seem to be extremely competent. Got the gear, but I mean, come on. They could have, like, if they needed to subdue him, they could and should have done that very easily.
So those were G samples.
Yep, totes. Alright, what do we got here? William Birkin's inbox. Sender, Jane Doyle. Subject, suspending research on G. The Umbrella Corporation has decided to cease all research on G, which was ongoing at the Nest Underground Laboratory. All funding for this project has been cut, and Laboratory Director William Birkin has been removed from his post. Sender, BE. Subject, none. Thank you for your mail, Dr. Birkin. Top Brass has expressed an interest in this evolving bioweapon you mentioned. Do not worry about cost. Our company is the most well-funded in the whole of the United States. Sender, Richard Kessler. Subject, congratulations. I heard the good news. G is almost ready. Strange you never thought to report to the research lab here at Umbrella HQ, but I suppose I can let that slide. Anyway, send over the data, would you? And don't worry, you've done good work on G. But we can take care of the rest. Sender, Jane Doyle. Subject, notice of admonishment. You're under suspicion of breaching your contract with the Umbrella Corporation. It has become clear that you have claimed ownership over the G project, and have been in unauthorized contact with the U.S. military. Please respond to the investigation committee's summons within 24 hours. Ah, man. Yep. Having your life's work co-opted. Well, I mean, you know, you took the employment contract at Umbrella. You shouldn't be surprised when they decide that the stuff you've been working on is their property. Another Magnum ammo, and we'll discard that video. Alright, we'll have another opportunity to gather our equipment. Just a moment here. Lovely stuff here. We've got here. Research diary. Embryo growth observations. Subject 449. After the G embryo was implanted in the subject, we made a 50-centimeter incision from the chest to the abdomen and began our observations. With the help of the medical team, the subject's consciousness level was kept between 15, lucid, to roughly GCS 10. However, the subject's consciousness level deteriorated, and further observation was deemed unnecessary. The subject was then disposed of. Reading rate observations, Subject 501. The G virus was administered to Subject 501. 501 mutated into G form and was introduced to a group of 30 test subjects. After 2 hours, 36 minutes, it was observed that all but one of the test subjects had been implanted with an embryo. All subjects were disposed of. One subject broke down during experimentation and took their own life. T-virus resistance experimentation, subjects 628 and 639. We administered the G-virus to subject 628, who had shown slight resistance to the T-virus. The virus was then introduced to subject 639, with whom 628 had a close relationship. 628 showed some signs of resistance, but had been implanted with an embryo after 24 minutes. T-virus resistance does nothing to stop the mental deterioration caused by the G-virus. Okay, those are some pleasant thoughts to remark upon. Or reflect upon, rather.
Huh. That was easy.
Ah, that was easy. This is the easiest thing I've done all game.
Back to Ada.
But first...
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus.
Oh, how'd you know? How'd they know already?
Facility lockdown.
Alright, grab some what have you. Just they got sitting around here.
When lockdown is complete.
Alright, let's prepare for battle. We will take out the Lightning Hawk. Let's see. Take this out. We'll make a shotgun. Uh, that's sorry, I'm not very organized here. Okay, we'll take another one of these. Do like that. And take this out.
Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected.
Okay. Take a... something like that. So this is all a bit much. I don't think we need all over. Yeah. Let's drop that. We'll take one of these. I think that's plenty.
Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete.
All right.
Attention, unauthorized removal of a level
We're
4
definitely
virus
carrying way more than we need,
Facility
I think.
lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown.
Here we go. Hey, buddy. It's William, right?
Move! He's mine!
I mean, I know that he's your husband, but...
What the hell's going on?
Quite the super soaker.
Sorry, William. You left me no choice.
You sure that's it?
You called this thing William. Why?
It shouldn't have been like this.
Shouldn't have?
It's Umbrella's fault, this whole mess.
You're Umbrella too.
Yeah,
You
that's...
tell me you weren't involved in this.
Yes. But we never meant for this to happen.
you
Tell
know,
me everything. Right from the start.
right now, right here. I mean, do you have your research notes? All of your work.
You don't get away that easily.
This is what happened. After the soldiers came and took G from him, this is what happened. So rather than die, he would just
God, William.
juice himself
What
up
have you done?
with the G virus.
So you made this monster.
No, he...
We made
I
the
mean-
G-virus, but we never intended
You can
this
spin
to...
it any way you want. You're still responsible.
Leon. Yeah, Leon's kind of responsible for this. There's no reason to assume the situation is safe. Hey, buddy, you know, I think it's time to put you on timeout, William. Come on, little Billy.
What are you doing?
We can't let him get away!
You mean I can't?
All right. We end this here.
Class A brief. Detected. Lock quarantine until is neutralized.
Ouchie. That was my bad. Whoops. Oh, that was terrible. Wow, putting on a terrible show. Ah, shoot. Got in the fire. Dance into the fire. Ouch. Alright, alright, alright. Wait. Ouchie. William. Whoa. Hey, buddy. Enough of that. Alright, and he's sped. I think. Sorry, buddy. Sorry that we had to go through all that.
Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated.
Alright, and I'm just gonna go police everything up.
Is complete.
Well, I sure did handle that entire thing really disappointingly.
Unauthorized removal of a level 4
Not a professional,
virus detected. Is now operational.
and one should never ever confuse me for one, because it's definitely something I am not. God, lots of handgun ammo, huh?
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin.
Okay, there's at least another flashbang somewhere around here.
Attention.
I think that's on the other side.
Removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin.
And there's still something else down here.
Attention. Unauthorized.
Good lord. All that handgun ammo.
Level 4 virus detected. Facility
Bananas.
lockdown initiated.
It's insane how much there is. Okay, that was that.
Lockdown is complete.
Alright.
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected.
Jesus. That looks bad.
Feels worse. Believe me.
Okay.
Talk about what you said. I don't know how much I believe.
Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample.
Probably.
No, it's evidence.
Oh, right.
It's going to the FBI.
Trust that bitch.
What's that supposed to mean?
Think about it,
She's
man.
not FBI. She's a mercenary.
Is she a corporate
She's gonna
spy?
Sell it. The G-virus is gonna go to the highest bidder.
Bullshit.
I hope you're right. But if the G-virus gets into the wrong hands,
What? What about that? Okay.
Lockdown is complete. Attention. Self-destruct sequence.
Something back here?
Use the central elevator to evacuate
Well, what's in here?
To the bottom level
Oh, blue herb.
and
Okay.
that zone. Attention, self-destruct.
All right, we definitely don't need all this. This is absurd. Nope, not that one.
Sequence.
Well, oops. What am I doing? Get it together. Okay, we'll store that. We'll get a better knife out. Store this for now. I think we're pretty much good here. Take another healing with us, just to be on the safe side.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Store that. And I think we'll run with that for now. We're definitely carrying more than we need still, but all right, where do we just go back this way? I guess that's what we do. I don't actually know.
Use the central elevator to evacuate.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, she could just do that? Dang. That's pretty sweet. Hi, Ada.
I was just thinking about you.
That makes two of us. I was getting worried.
Yeah,
We make
totes.
a good team. I gotta ask you something.
Way's clear. Please, tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Let me verify the G sample and we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
Because I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you,
Look, I'm just doing my job.
and I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun! I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
Why is the structure collapsing, by the way? Cool.
And you shoot me. But I don't think you can.
Wow, how'd she do that? It's like a magic bullet. Oh no! Ah, damn it.
No one gets that sample now.
What's she doing? Oh, is that her death throes?
Hold on. I think I can.
What?
Forget it.
Shut up, I've got you.
Grab onto my arm.
Don't do this.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No! Well, come on, Leon. There's no time to reflect on this. This isn't the time or the place. Gotta Get moving, buddy. Alright, we're gonna pull through. Come on, Leon, we can do this. Alright, let's get it moving.
To evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention.
Just looking at what we got here, making sure that we're prepared, relatively speaking.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention.
So solemn ride we got. All alone.
Use the central elevator to evacuate
Ada should be here with us.
bottom level train platform.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Leon shown an interest in Claire? I mean,
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
I guess, you know,
Elevator to evacuate
not easy being a young man.
to the bottom level train platform. 9 minutes until
Speaking of.
detonation.
Who's that?
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Claire!
Leon? You're down here too!
Yeah.
I
The whole
guess.
place is coming down. Listen to me. You need to get out. Fast.
Yeah. There's a way out. We can make it.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
If we try.
Where are you now?
Central elevator.
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? Hey, Leon, you're breaking up.
No, we're not
Forget
breaking
about
up.
me. Just get out of here. Damn it.
Alright. Let's mosey on along. Oh, there's a knife. Sure, let's take it. Why not?
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Alright.
To the bottom level train platform.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Alright. We're making it. We're doing it.
Is this a fucking joke?
8 minutes until detonation.
Whoa, whoa! Easy, buddy. Dang, he was all up on me. That was very unpleasant. Whoa. Hi. Yeah, if this is about the thing in the parking garage, that wasn't my fault. That was Ada. She's dead now. So, just call it good. My man, I knew you'd understand. Yeah, I don't remember all that. Come on, Leon. Get moving, RoboCop.
Going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Move your badonkadonk.
To evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention.
Okay. Let's store that. Take all these. Take some of these. Leave one of these. And store that. I think I'm good with that.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Okay. So I'm thinking that that thing basically exists to make sure that you have 2 inventory slots further on here. Reason for that we'll see. Hey, buddy. So we're not cool on that whole thing? Have a few of these. Oh! Okay, that was... Alright, let's pop, this thing.
What is it with this thing?
Oh, ouchie. Okay. Woo! What's that? Gimme, gimme. Ada! She's up there, and she cares about me. Ouch. 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 Alright, pop this here. Dunzo for Shunzo. I don't know what that means, but I said it. I mean, he's done, right? That's what it means.
You have arrived at the bottom level.
Arrived at the bottom level. That sounds hilarious for some reason. Dun, 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 dun. Hey,
Shit!
wait for me, Leon,
Gotta get out of here.
the handsome one. Look at me go. Doing it. I mean, we did it, right? It's over. We completely won everything. We're the best in the world. Best there's ever been.
Can't believe I actually miss her.
Yeah. Gonna have to settle for your number 2 choice. Claire, you here? Not with Ada anymore. Like, literally, I'm not with her. She's not here, so... But you're here.
Leon?
Hi.
We made it.
Just like I
Totes.
said we would.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that it? Alright, well, I'm not going to sit here and watch all this. Dun dun dun. What was that? Oh, that is it. Okay. Total time, 5 hours, 7 saves. Well, yeah, I mean, I certainly did quite a bit of messing about. Like I said, I don't know all there is to know about the game. There's quite a few things that I'm aware of, but yeah, I still have a lot to learn to be, let's say, proficient at the game. But yeah, anyway, well, I guess that's going to do it for the video, and that's going to conclude our Leon A standard difficulty run through. So in the very near future, we will be following this up with a Claire B. I'm having some feelings about that because it's going to be very new to me. I haven't done Claire B, so yeah, that's going to be something. And that's going to be something that we'll see in the very near future. All right, well, thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you're having a good time, or at least a good enough time to continue coming back every now and then to see what I'm up to. And until the next time, I hope you all take care. All right, y'all. Bye.